damn pillow. You ain't suffocating me in my sleep tonight.
You see what they're doing, right?
I see it.
They wanted to see my resolve.
Why would you bring me here? I don't bang with this broad.
You know women don't play when it comes to their hair, right?
I'm about to go take a shit. I have beans this morning, girl.
TMI.
What's going on, beautiful people? I am Wes.
I'm Victor.
And welcome to another review of the challenge. We are going to do episode 14 entitled Mavericks. If this is your first time seeing us, follow us on all our social media. All the information will be right below. And let's get into this. How you feel about the episode?
I mean, it was cute. I fell asleep on it a couple of times.
He fell asleep because you're tired.
I'm tired of the motherfucker would have kept. I mean, if it would have kept me awake, then I would have been awake. I'm just keeping it 100.
Corey went home last week. I'm still bummed about Corey being gone. You already know how I feel about, wanting Corey and or Nelson to make it to the final and actually win.
Did y'all see Corey's OnlyFans?
Who?
Did y'all see Corey's OnlyFans?
He ain't got no OnlyFans. Colin Nelson is holding hands walking in. I thought that was adorable.
Mm-hmm.
They had their little scuffle and little argument. And, that was him? Perfect.
That was me.
And I walking in and holding hands. Nelson asked, why didn't you come back to the Ruby? Logan said, Corey called me down. How did you feel about Logan not going back to Ruby?
I mean, he had to make a decision that was best for him, and he felt like he was going to get to the final by switching teams. So that's what he did.
Devin and Kyle are making fun of Nelson because he is by himself. No Berna, no Corey. Devin makes the comment saying that Nelson would say that if there's 3 guys, that means I have a 50% chance of winning or going down. They were basically clowning. Devin is being Devin. And it don't matter who it is, Devin's going to have something to say. Devin's game is his verbal game. But I feel bad for Nelson.
He did a mad impersonation, though. He did a mad impersonation. Yes,
What do you mean mad?
Impersonation of Nelson.
What does that mean? He did a mad impersonation. What is
He did a really good impersonation.
Oh, okay.
That's what the kids be saying nowadays.
I felt bad for Nelson. I felt bad for him. But that's what Kyle and Devin do. They talk trash. Big T says she wants to go to Sapphire. Logan doesn't want her on her team, and neither does CT.
At this point, Big T, girl, you guys, there's too much going on. This episode, she wasn't turning them looks this episode, y'all. I said, okay, why are you here? At this point, why are you here? You're not doing nothing. I got you guys the water. It's too deep. I just can't go down. It's too deep. Help.
Shut up. I'm like, what is going on? Big T done been on like 4 or 5 of these now, and no matter what, she went from being unheard to heard and then liked, but nobody wants her on their team. Nobody wants to. So I don't understand. I mean,
the girl is she don't even walk right. It's like you're not athletic. When you see how she walk, she be like, what's going on? What day is it?
Amanda wants to go to Emerald and take down Tori. Josh says he wants to go to the finale with KC. And so Amanda and Josh have a conversation, and Josh is being very candid because he believes that this conversation is not going to get past the 2 of them. And so he says out loud, this conversation stays between us. Amanda said, yes, it stays between us. Well, I want to run the final with Casey. I want to run the final with Casey and then Nani. So then Amanda's like, well, then that means I could take out Tori. And Josh is like, well, that's not really what I want to say. But I mean, yeah, I want to run a final with, Casey and then Nani. And if you have to take somebody else out, then fine, Tori, I guess. But I really don't want you to come on the green team. I mean, that pretty much was the conversation with Josh and Amanda. But, leave it up to Amanda. She's going to put that conversation in her pocket. And she's going to bring it up if you bring it up. And without getting ahead of ourselves, Big T has her wig on in the water. Oh, child. Give it a chop. It's a chop. It's a chop. It's a whole chop. Big T, that wig is so nappy looking, fried looking. It's a whole chop, Big T.
My wig came out.
It's a whole
Bitch,
chop.
you didn't know that wig
You
was
need
gonna
to
come
leave
out?
that wig. If you gonna do anything, do it like my girl. What's my girl?
They all wearing extensions.
Kayla. What's her name? Kayla. Not Kayla. The two black king and queens. We love them and we wanted them to win.
You talking about
Child.
Nelson and
Not
Corey.
Nelson. No. The man and woman.
You
The
know,
one
they got-
he retired. He's a barber.
They got
Leroy and Cam. Killer Cam. Cam be wearing the wigs, but her shit be looking. It be together.
That's because she braided.
It be
That's what
together.
I'm getting. I'm getting that lace front. She got to be glue in the front. She got a pinned in the top. Yes, indeed. But boy, when I tell you that
I thought that mission was good. Do you think we would have did good in that mission? Who between you and I? Who would you have had? Who would rather in the water, and who would do the puzzle? Who would be shouting out the
you already
names?
know I want to see Nelson in the water.
No, I'm talking about between you and I.
Oh, I would be in the water and I would be sending it to you.
You would be shouting out the names. Mm-hmm. Oh, okay, interesting.
Or I'd be swimming. If it's just the two of us, I'd be swimming and getting them over there to the thing.
You can swim like that.
Yeah.
Getting down. Don't be. Why you digging your nose?
I'm
in
not
the
digging in
thing?
my nose. I was scratching my nose. That's the difference. Digging, I would have up in
Child, stop being nasty on TV.
indeed.
Anyways, okay. Y'all leave y'all comments. Let us know who do you think would be the shouter and going under the plane, and who do you think would be at the podium
Just so you guys
putting the
know.
puzzle together between me and Vic.
Just so you guys-
One's if you think Vic will be at the podium, or two's if you think Vic will be in the water. That's how we're gonna do that.
I was a goalie for a water polo team in high school.
Yeah, well, child, when we first met, one of our little outings was going to the pool, and he couldn't swim. I don't know what he talking about.
Yeah.
Anyways, Sapphire wins. Mm-hmm. And I'm proud of Sapphire.
I was too.
But you know,
Somebody needed to do it other than the other motherfuckers.
child, it's short lived. And to be quite well, we're gonna get there. Nelson doesn't want to work with Big T and Amanda. Sapphire doesn't want to put in the green team. So CT is telling the Sapphire people that he doesn't want to go against the green team. We at the club at this point. We at the club. Ashley is getting upset and beside herself because they feel like they're going to jank her friend and her friend's going to go down. So Ashley goes to Amanda and is like, you better go over there and let them know what's going
Ashley
on.
always starting some shit.
Let them know what's
but
up.
what did they do?
What happened to Ashley? That's what I want to know. What happened to Ashley? If you know what happened to Ashley, leave your comments below. I'm sure
Right.
Ashley probably tweeting about it right now. Matter of fact, let me check Twitter and see if
Yeah,
she's
do that.
tweeting about it. Don't go to sleep. What you going to sleep for? Let me see. Ashley Mitchell addresses her early exit from the challenge. Rules are rules. All right, and I do. You go on Twitter and it's right there. Boom. Ashley Mitchell addresses her early challenge. Okay. During Wednesday's night, host announced that Mitchell was disqualified from the rest of the season ahead of the latest elimination round. While no details were given, Lavin said that the reality star had broken one of our rules, and because of that, she was no longer able to continue in this game. After the episode aired, Mitchell opened up her untimely departure on social media. Rules are rules, and I respect MTV and TJ's call. The best apology is changed behavior. See you next time. What? Thank you all in challenge. She added on. I've definitely grown and learned a lot. MTV did not respond to people's requests for comment. Mitchell first joined where she famously made the decision to keep the entire. While exit came as a shock, it ended up being the lifeline. I've already deactivated one agent. So they didn't. Child. Why would she? Rules are rules. The best apology is change behavior. See you next time.
She probably did a bump of coke. That's what she probably did.
So she didn't say what she did. Well,
That's because she probably had a little stash in her kuka. And she pulled it out. And she hit her a little.
All right. Ashley doesn't go to Deliberation. We know why. In the Deliberation, they are really. I don't understand why the green team thinks that these other teams are supposed to uphold the members of the green team. It's ridiculous. And how Devin is trying to come down on let him lay down. How Devin is trying to come down on Amanda and make Amanda feel bad for wanting to infiltrate the green team. I don't understand that mentality. Would you have infiltrated the green team?
I absolutely would have infiltrated the green team. But at the same time, they didn't win last time either, so it's not like they're...
Yeah, but we gotta break that up. We gotta break that stack up.
Well,
who?
Nothing. I'm skipping ahead.
Well, everyone on the green team is mad at Amanda. Devin goes off on Amanda, and he says you got carried here. Devin, you did not make it to a successful situation by yourself. Amanda calls out Josh for their conversation, and Devin says, I don't believe her. What did you think about Amanda calling out Josh?
I mean, Josh started running his mouth like he was like innocent of anything. You should have kept your mouth shut, boo. Because at the end of the day, you weren't innocent. You said some shit about your teammates, and because you said some shit about your teammates, now she has leverage on you. And she gave you the opportunity to shut the fuck up. She said, oh, really, Josh? Oh, really? Yes, I said that da-da-da-da-da-da-da. You thought she was gonna keep her mouth shut. You thought you had her punked. No, she said, I'm not punked, bitch. If I'm going down, you going down too.
That's the one thing I can respect about Amanda is that if she not gonna back down, and you're not gonna call her a liar.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's the one thing I respect about her. Gameplay wise, she's not the greatest at all. She's better than Big T, but it is what it is. Amanda cries over what Josh said. Amanda says, I'm doing what's best for my kid.
That's right.
I thought that was, I was like, oh, Amanda. But at the same time, it's like you watch her and she doesn't take none of these challenges serious. And it's like, if you're really doing this for your child, why aren't you on a winning side? Why aren't you trying to win anything? Right. I just don't see it from her.
She's giving, I'm here for the stipend.
Child. Josh lies to Tori to her face, saying that he did not call her out to Amanda, and Tori is believing it.
Tori
Josh done really messed up with a lot of people that he considered to be friends.
And all of them gonna watch the playback.
But they all gonna remain friends anyway, so it doesn't really matter. They play dirty on the show. They get off the show. They go to New York and they go to all these bars and hanging out and be on the stories, and they're back friends again. Ashley had to do something terrible because they didn't mention what she did. Amanda chooses Big T and they play Volt Escape and Amanda wins. Amanda takes out Tori and I'm like, it's about freaking time, people. Like, it's about time.
Yeah.
It's about time.
I'm sick of these Christmas commercials already.
So what are we doing for Christmas?
Nothing, whatever you want to do.
Y'all, I want to shave this so bad, but it's like so annoying. And I know it'll get to a point where it won't be annoying anymore, but I only tried it just to see how long I can last. Anyways, leave your comments below. Let us know what you think. I think this was a pretty good episode. I want Nelson to win. Next week is going to be a hall brawl cross type thing for the competition where they got to get one to the other side and they're going to have to crash into each other. I know Nelson is tough, and the only person that can really beat Nelson right now on a head-to-head physically is CT. Oh. So Nelson has the opportunity to go physically full out with any of these dudes out here. So hopefully Nelson can make it to the final. Nelson is the last person in there that I'm really rooting for.
Yeah.
And then CT and then Devin.
And then what about Logan?
I don't really care about none of the girls on the thing. I don't really care about none of them. Anyways, thank you for watching. Deuces.
Later.
I know. You're not about to think about not subscribing to aconnectiontv.com. Copyrighted.